writing pals and my reading pals. It's me, your girl Xanna, and no, you did not click the same video that you watched earlier this week or last week. I am just wearing the same outfit. I just changed my glasses because I feel really cute in this, and I kind of want to wear it the rest of the day, and I'm batch filming, and I don't feel like changing. I did change my glasses though. Aren't these cute? These are my other ones. Get them from Firmo. Today we are talking about author summary and how you can not use it to extend the word count of your book. Kind of. First, I want to go through what exactly author summary is and why it's a good thing to use it. Author summary is when an author summarizes an event or scene that characters have done without actually writing it. The characters will say, and earlier we had done such and such with so-and-so at such and such place. So if I were to do it with my book, I could say, and Hollis and Sir Luxa had a campfire and they roasted marshmallows together. But now they were on the run for their life from the bad guys. That would be author summary. I'm summarizing something that happened between two scenes. Something that I didn't see as extremely crucial to write out in full detail and show the readers, but something that I still felt was worth mentioning. Now, why is author summary important? Author summary can be important if a scene that you are summarizing as the author isn't crucial to the story. It isn't quite needed. It doesn't quite fit with the rest of the story, but you're still needing to account for the time spent between two scenes. You're needing to say what happened between the last time that we saw our characters and this current moment that we are reading about. So it's really important in those circumstances to have a little bit of author summary. Now I'm going to explain why you might not need it, or why you should expand upon it. Discovery writing is a really big thing. Even with people who are intense plotters, you can come across a scene that maybe you think, there could be something here, or you summarize and you're like, well, I'm just gonna write it out just to see what happens, and you could think of a totally new thing to add or discover for character development. Expanding upon these scenes can also be good for character development. It's really good to integrate some character interactions between characters if they haven't really had much dialogue between them or a lot of things going on between them, and you kind of need them to at that point. It's important to note that you don't always have to expound upon author summary, and sometimes you just write things for your own knowledge, just like not every bit of world building you do ends up in a book. Other times when you use author summary, it actually would be a good idea for you to include those scenes. I know sometimes I've written, bits of author summary and I'll move on and I'll just keep typing, and when I go back through and read, I'm like, that scene actually sounds interesting, and I feel like we're moving too quickly through this act of the book or this small bit of art. What if I expound upon this scene to add a little bit more length, to add in a little bit more interaction and things like that? I'm doing a really bad job of explaining this, but I'm hoping that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Yo, I have had a fever for like a week. So if my brain is chaotic, you just gotta live with that. I'm rolling with it. It's 2022. Yeah, it's 2022. I don't care. This is my channel. I can do what I want. Again, not every point of author summary needs to be expounded upon. If it was just, and they sat around a campfire as they camped through the night and didn't talk to each other and nothing happened, you maybe don't need to expound that out. I mean, it could be really interesting to have a scene of just tension with all the characters just sitting there and everyone's too afraid to talk or too upset at each other to talk or something like that. But at the same time, if it's not going to really add something to your story, you're allowed to just keep the summary. But in a lot of instances, I've found that expounding on the author's summary that I've given, that I end up with really cool, neat scenes for my story, and I think of things that I wouldn't have thought of. This is also a really good idea for when you've finished your first draft and you're finding that you just need a little bit more content. I don't think we need to be adding fluff to our stories just for the sake of reaching a specific word count, but genre expectations are a thing, and generally, it's good to be in that ballpark. So that is what author summary is and why you should use it sometimes and why sometimes you shouldn't use it. I feel like that was pretty straightforward. I like sometimes just doing like smaller nuggets of videos that are just right to the point and give you some good examples about one specific thing. I'm sure Willow is also really happy when I do shorter videos like this when she closed captions them. She always snaps me. She's like, I got this done in like such and such time. It was so great. And then I'm like, oh, good for you. Guess what? I just filmed a 20-minute video that happened like 2 weeks ago. And she was like, what? But yeah, short, sweet, to the point. Author summary is summarizing a scene between 2 points that you didn't expound upon in your actual writing. That can be good if that scene doesn't really have any content that would be worthwhile, and it's good for explaining the time skip between scene A and scene B. It can be really good to expound upon it if you think that there might be something in between those scenes. You need to extend some pacing and add in more content somewhere without adding fluff in existing scenes, and it can help enlargen your story and your book overall. There you go, that's the TLDR of this video. My name is Anna Renee. I'm an author here on the YouTubes. This is my book, Through the Violet Redwoods. It's a collection of short stories and poems. It's really cool. There's artwork in here. This is really pretty. I might be offering signed copies on my website if enough people want it. Also, on my website, prints. Woo! These are punctuation prints of 4 stories from In the Violet Redwoods. It's the entire story minus the words. You can't plagiarize me now. I'm giving you everything but the content that you probably wanted from it. I upload videos here on YouTube about once a week about fun bookish and writing related things. You can also follow me on all of my socials where I also do day-to-day life of being chronically ill, being an author, being a college student, working full-time, several jobs, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, at XannasBooks. I'm gonna go eat lunch now. Also, in case you're wondering, I don't drink coffee or caffeine. Bye!